there, it's B and welcome to a manga haul. We have here a nice big pile to go through today. This is everything I've collected since the last manga haul. So we have a nice selection to go through today. I do have some manga from various online shopping as well as two travel trips. One of them is a pile from my most recent travel vlog that you may or may not have seen. I went to San Francisco, specifically Japantown, for my birthday a few months ago, and so this little pile here is from that trip when we went to the Kinokuniya store to shop for manga. I went with my dog Luna and my parents for my birthday to celebrate for that weekend, so it was a 2-day vlog. Check that out if you haven't already. But that first pile is here. There are also some manga in this pile here from another travel shopping manga haul when we went to the Kinokuniya in San Jose, California. So there are some there. And then, like I said, other ones are some gifts and just some really cool manga. So let's get through this and let's enjoy some beautiful manga together. Like I said, first one is from the San Francisco, California, Japantown vlog videos, and this one we're going to start off with, which is one of my favorite buys from the entire little pile here. This is Mushishi, and this is volume 1, the collector's edition hardcover, Kinokuniya exclusive edition here. That's a mouthful, but this one is the exclusive cover that Kinokuniya has for their volume 1 collector's edition for Mushishi. It's this gorgeous hardback, beautiful cover. It also actually came with, that reminds me, where is it? It also came with this little exclusive Kinokuniya Shikishi board, this little art card here. Beautiful little board, so that kind of came strapped together here with the manga, so that's a pretty little art card that I'm going to display somewhere on the shelf. It's a beautiful little bonus there for getting this. This manga was out of print for the longest time, and they've now come back in these stunning hardcover collector's editions, which is beautiful. So yeah, I'm happy I got the exclusive cover. The regular cover is great too, but it's really special to have something a little more special, right, when it's exclusive. But the hardcover is gorgeous. That Shikishi board that I showed you is basically this print here on the inside. And yeah, I just love these premium editions when they do this extra love here. The pages are definitely better quality, a bit thicker, but the art style in general is just this beautiful, rich details and color. And when I say color, I mean like the depths of the blacks. Everything is beautifully lined. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I've gotten through this first edition here on this one already. I was so excited. I have viewers that have commented how much they love Mushishi, and I think that viewer in particular will know who I'm talking about when they commented that they're kind of slowly going through Mushishi to savor it, really enjoy it, and I understand that so much. With this, yeah, it's just a beautiful story. We have our main character here, Ginko, and he is a traveling doctor of sorts. And he goes through more medieval Japan inspired, and basically trying to cure really inexplicable kind of otherworldly diseases and illnesses. And it says here actually on the back, before life as we know it, there existed entities that don't obey the laws of our reality, primordial beings known as Mushishi. In Japan, a man named Ginko wanders the land investigating incursions by Mushi into the human world and by us into theirs. He is a Mushi master, a Mushishi, hence the title, who carries the knowledge of how to deal with them. Over the course of his travels, Ginko bears witness to Mushi's strange and occasionally terrifying influence through a series of encounters. And so this basically contains part 1 and part 2 of the manga in one beautiful edition. So I'll leave it there, but yeah, this is highly recommended. I had just kept hearing great things about this, and this really gave me the incentive to finally start it and to stop putting it off, because it's a gorgeous story. So I'll leave it at that. That is this first one here. And these next ones I'll go through a bit quicker just because I've already talked about most of these. We have Hat Atelier Volume 7. this one. Beautiful, beautiful story. The artwork, incredible. I won't go too much into the story itself at this point. You probably know it by now. The anime will probably have already come out by the time you see this video, but the anime is gonna be, chef's kiss. It's gonna be incredible, and it's coming from wonderful source material, hence the manga. But this artwork is stunning. I cannot wait to see it in anime form, but it is so beautiful. We have like these rich blacks and fine detail. This is like a medieval type story like no other. It is incredibly, told and beautifully drawn. It is a beauty. So yes, read Hat Atelier if you haven't already, but I've got volume 7 to continue on. And I think I'm gonna have to check, because I believe I made a prior comment in a prior video about like the Grimoire editions, like more like the hardcover, like Mushishi, and I think those are coming to us finally. I think it was I want to say French edition or some other language before where they had it first, but I think we're actually going to get those omnibus volumes as well, so I'll put it on screen if I'm right about that, because I want to say that I heard something brewing that was coming to us in the English world, so I will put that on screen if I'm right. If not, hey, probably in the future we'll see, but otherwise Hat Atelier volume 7 is there. And then we have Kimi Ni Todoke. Like I said, if you watched my vlogs, the two vlogs, the part 1 and part 2, I did the manga haul, like the little mini manga haul of what I'm showing here in that video first, and you would have known that I had gotten these 3 volumes of Kimi Ni Todoke, volumes 4, 9, and 10. And you may wonder why these random volumes, but that's because back during the pandemic, when manga was just so hard to get, I had gotten the first 1 through 14, but I was missing these 3 specifically because at the time, like I said, so hard to get, everything was just out of stock, we'll say, because of everything going on, right? So I am finally remedying that, got these 3, so now I have up to volume 14, 1 through 14 in my collection so far. So those are the gap fillers that I just finally got around to getting, because I had read them, but I needed them in my collection, so that's that. And then Frieren, beloved Frieren. The anime's gorgeous, so is the manga, and I continued on with the manga collecting of it, and I have volume 3 and volume 4. So that is my continuation of these 2. So that was everything I talked about so far was from the Japantown, San Francisco, Kinokuniya haul that I had gotten during that time in those videos. So love these very much. This one's also fantasy medieval inspired as well. We have a immortal elf who lost through old age her old party members in her group, and she realized she needed to connect more, and she meets this new group of fellow travelers, and she is a very strong mage. Things are happening where monsters are coming out of the woodwork where they have to save villages and things like that, and she has Fern, who she's training, her apprentice of sorts as well. So it's very, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings-esque, and that kind of thing where you're gathering your group together, deep bonds are formed, magic and fun, and it's a beautiful story. So that's that for those there. Then work on this next little pile over here, the hardcovers. I'm really excited about this one here because I have finally completed the Parasyte full color collector's edition I have here in my hands, volumes 5, 6. Let me put these in order. I have in my hands 5, 6, 7, and 8, which completes the full manga here. And let me get the other. Okay. I'm just so I can be the completionist here and show you, because I have this little setup that's easier to show. But these are what I had gotten in prior manga hauls, and then here is the last of the 4. So it's a 8-volume omnibus set, but look at how cool that is together, finally complete. When you line up all the spines, of course, you see the name of the manga here, Parasyte, just beautifully lined, and the colors as it goes along into I don't know, more creepiness, where you have the bright blood red, and then going down to the darker, spookier colors as you go through. But I just think that's so cool that it lines up like that. I wish more spines were more thoughtful, you know, to create like images and artwork, especially when you're having like these collector editions. It just makes it really special to have this lined up on your shelf like that. And let me put these back since we've talked about these already. But yeah, for Parasyte, it is a horror manga, horror thriller manga here. And the best part, or at least I think so, is that they're in full color. So you have these beautiful spread pages with the really good quality paper in full color. And yeah, I just love it. It's an older art style, older manga. So yeah, definitely know that going in. But otherwise, I think it's really cool. And we have, you can see here, our main character right there. And with the Parasyte Migi, which in Japanese means right hand. And he has that parasite on his right hand, so it's very fitting right there. But Shinichi has this parasite that he has to work together with. And in this world, parasites are taking over people's bodies, but the transformation goes wrong in Shinshi, and so it doesn't, the parasite Migi doesn't fully take over all of him, just his right arm. And so that's why you see these two, you see those two having to come to terms and survive and go through. It says here it's the winner of the Seiyun Award for Best Comic of the Year. It says the sci-fi horror manga classic returns in full color. So I think it's really such a good story. So worth it to have it in this premium edition. I love these. You can tell, like, I'm a sucker for like these beautiful hardcover. I just think like with this manga, like they fully deserve it. And their beauties on the shelf. So that is really exciting for me. Love that. Another thing that I'm really happy about is this art book. And if you've seen a prior video of mine, I did an art book, like my favorite art books for, you know, manga and anime. A full video of that, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. But that first video, I kind of accumulated everything that I had loved so far in my collection, you know, art books wise. And I may just be doing another video at this point, by the time I kind of accumulate another little stack of art books to go through, and this one will probably be in it because it is a gorgeous edition. This one is The Art of Witch Hat Atelier, and it says courage, creativity, and camaraderie. But look at how beautiful that is with the gold foiling. It's stunning. You know, pretty tall book here. And then opening it, the end pages have like the witches' hats and all that imagery. We have, you know, an explanation of the world of Witch Hat Atelier, and just this beauty here. We have here at the beginning like the covers, the front covers of the manga. And I don't want to show it all because I don't want to spoil it for you in case you are a big fan yourself of it, but we just have a lot of character image and scenery of the manga here. Beautiful. I mean, look at this. That is stunning. So yeah, if you are a fan, this is so recommended for Witch Hat Atelier. The only thing I will say is that the pages, they're matte, and so I think I would have enjoyed a little bit more shine to it. You know, like the pages just being glossy probably. But other than that, I mean, maybe there is an advantage to having the matte pages. Or maybe it's just cheaper. I don't know. But I think I would have just, like, if there's only one criticism, I would say, like, I would love glossy pages just to make the art pop, you know, pop a bit more. But otherwise, I just want to show every page, but I won't. It's like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I will. This is the last one I'll talk about on it, but look at this. Huh? Look at how pretty. And you will know that there is, oh, you probably know if you've seen a prior video of mine about this very figure that I unboxed and have actually right here. There's Coco. But I have her figure, and I guess maybe it was inspired from this drawing. I probably should have researched that more now that I think about it, but I'm guessing that maybe that was inspired by this very picture, which is beautiful to own in its art book form, right? Beautiful. And I guess I'll show this as well. So yeah, watch my video of this unboxing for my first reaction, my deep dive of this figure, because she is gorgeous. Little side note, how beautiful. But yes, so I'll put that back for Coco. But yeah, love this art book. Leave your recommendations in the comments and let me know what art books you recommend. You know, if you've seen prior videos of mine, you'll know the anime and manga that I'm loving. And yeah, just let me know, what do you think? What do you recommend are the art books to get? And you may just see that in a upcoming video about more art books that I love. So there's that. And then this one is a manhwa, I believe. I think a Korean version. So manga, Japanese, manhwa, Korean. But I cannot resist it. And I'm going to count this as manga for the sake of this video. And this is actually a Christmas present. I had asked for this one as one of my Christmas presents. And so my family had got me this. And I already have the first one, as you probably know from another manga haul. But this is Under the Oak Tree, Volume 2. There's the comic there. And it is, like I keep saying, in a gorgeous hardback because I love it when this like love and attention is given to the series. It is about this, I want to say like emotionally abused, because it's been a while since I read the first one, but like this emotionally abused, like kind of frail, maybe sickly young woman. Her hair is red right there in the first one, and she's just treated so poorly and so degraded, you know, emotionally. And there's like an arranged marriage kind of thing. We have this soldier, or this prestigious, you know, noble, I want to say noble. See, it's been a while, but I know I really love the first volume. But anyway, he's, you know, he looks dark, brooding, dangerous, you know, a bit scary and everything. But I think he's the first one that actually sees her, even though she's stuttering, because she has that just from the fear, I think, at that point. The stuttering that she does. And so no one has the patience for that in her life, but he sees something in her, you know, the real her, and they form a romantic bond eventually. And just like, you know, in the case of many things, you know, someone finally opens up and blossoms when love is shown to them, and care and attention, and just it's beautiful in many ways. It's definitely rated, it's definitely spicy for sure. Right here it says 16 plus, teen plus, but yeah, it's definitely very spicy, so it wouldn't be for some, you know, young kid or anything. But yeah, let me see if I can show anything here. We have full color. Yeah, the artwork is very pretty, and glossy pages. I say that a lot in this, but I love it. That extra attention to detail. It's beautiful. Yeah, so he's a knight of some kind. But yeah, but just hopefully it's not spoiling too much, but there's just some, you know, some tenderness, love, care. It's beautiful. So yeah, that is Under the Oak Tree, Volume 2. Beautiful foiling and awesomeness. Yeah. Love this. Very happy to continue on and remember more of the story again, and hopefully get through more of those quicker. But otherwise, now we're on to the last little pile here. And if I remember right, yeah, this one will be from a trip video for Aki no Kuniya, but let me get these two shared first. So we have 2 volumes of How I Met My Soulmate, and this is volume 5 and volume 6. So I have behind me here on the shelf, you see more of the volumes, and I am almost finishing up volume 3, I think. Yeah, because I have 4 over here. Or maybe I just misplaced 3 and I'm on 4, but either way, I have them here prominent because they're among my favorites, and I'm continuing on here with 5 and 6. And I just love this one so much. This one is from the creator of Waiting for Spring, and it says on the back, from the creator of Waiting for Spring comes a college romance that meditates on just what destiny means and whether the one is really out there. And it says Yuki and Iori have come up with a plan I'm not gonna go on. I just realized I'm like, that's spoilers. But we have Yuki and Iori right here. So this is the main male lead. And then do we have, nope, that's not, that's more of Iori. She must be on the next cover, because she's not on this one, so she must be on volume 7, which I think is still on pre-order. Anyway, we have our main female lead, Yuki, and she is a 20-year-old college student, and this one is with college-age characters, which is awesome. Sometimes you need that, more mature outlook on everything, even though, reading high school and younger, that can definitely be fun too, but it's just nice to mix it up. So with these college-age kids or young adults in the story, but we just have, like the synopsis kind of was alluding to, Yuki's goal is, now that she's in college and living in the big city of Tokyo, she wants to find her soulmate. And she is not going to settle for any less. She knows what she wants. She's telling people that. She's making it very clear that she doesn't just want some trivial little thing. She wants to find true, real love. And so that is where she's going on her journey. And she actually meets, it kind of highlights a little bit more. She meets this guy, and I think he looks a little different even than this when she first meets him for the very first time. So the first impression is not the best on his end to her. His first impression is not the best, but she soon discovers that maybe she really does have feelings for him when she learns about him more. There are other guys that come into the picture. It is her journey to discover like what it really means if soulmates are real, and what she wants in life. So I love that journey. I love that she has a goal, a quest, and she is sticking to it. She knows what she wants. She's not like wishy-washy or anything about it. So that is wonderful to read about, and that's in this here. And then we have this interesting one. I have not read this one yet, but when I saw this cover, I just thought, what a beautiful like different kind of cover than you usually see. This is called Veil. I was almost going to call it Koteri, but the manga is called Veil. You can see that in big letters there. And it says, like a classic film, he and she encountered each other by chance. He was an on-duty police officer in the city. She was a runaway heiress. When he learned that she is looking for work, he decided to welcome her as the police station's telephone operator. This was the beginning of the everyday lives of he and she, and the delicate distance between them. Enjoy witty dialogue and bold illustrations in this full-color manga collection by Koteri. So Koteri is actually the artist. So I see I'm learning things. I've only flipped through it, but already, like, you can just see like the quality in this. So the paper feels thicker. Everything feels thicker and premium on here. But look at this end paper here. We have, it almost looks like it would fold out, but it doesn't. That image there, but like you have like this thin, beautiful end paper, but it just has that beautiful yellow like wallpaper print. I think it's pretty. But yeah, I thought this was really intriguing artwork. I don't even know if they have names because the back cover kind of makes it seem like they are nameless and they just go by he and she respectively. So I'm like, okay, wow. But like the artwork looks like just like an older world. Yeah, it just sounds like very romantic, and the artwork is just beautiful in its own way. Like it just, like at the first glance you're like, that just seems like an old like kind of like cartoon strip you'd seen in an old newspaper maybe. I'm not sure how to describe it, but like it has such beauty to it. And then the color just really makes everything pop, so. I mean, like these in-between pages, like hello. Wow. Yeah, so this one seemed so intriguing and I thought, let's pick it up. It says volume 1, so I guess there will be more, we will see, but yeah, beautiful little book right there. And then this last pile here has to do with when I went for that manga shopping video for the Kinokuniya in San Jose, California, which has like a little, Japanese center as well with a Daiso and a Japanese grocery store. If you want to see that, like I have the vlog. It's this one video where I go for the day and they have gachapon machines inside the grocery store, like a full section with anime figures and card games and like, you know, rows upon rows and rows of gachapon. I got some coins and did the gachapon machine there, so watch that video to see which one I picked out. And then I also went to the Kinokuniya, which is in that shopping center area. Actually, you go inside the grocery store and then turn left, and then past the food court we have the Kinokuniya. But this is the pile of manga that I bought, specifically these two, and then I bought these three afterwards. But let me show you really quick. If you're a fan of Horimiya, and you don't already know, you'll be happy to know that they actually have a volume 17 in this slipcase and with this bonus. So we have this slipcase here, and it says, "Don't miss 4 new chapters, 3 uncollected side stories, the final chapter from Hori's perspective." And it was released originally at the 2021 Horimiya exhibition in a full color bonus booklet with character, birthday illustrations, and so much more. So this nice little, you know, cardboard slipcase has the volume 17 stuff. And we have volume 17 itself with those bonus chapters, which I think is so cute. Here's a sample page. You can get an idea of the artwork. There's that. And then this, it says here, Horimiya Memorial Bonus Track Book. Oh, it really does have the cute art for the birthday illustrations and much more, as it says. Let me show you one more page. Yeah, so that's really cool. I have the full set of the manga, and so I thought, hey, if there's something else, then I'm gonna be getting it for Horimiya for sure. So that is why you see this here. This cute little art book box, basically. And then the other manga that I got during that trip was the first volume. It's called My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. And this here is volume 1. Yeah, with this one I watched the anime of, and I really loved it. I had seen that first before diving into the manga, but I'm hoping that the manga goes past it, where it stopped in the anime, because it just got good. It just got really good right at the end, of course. And then I want to see if there's more past that on this. Yeah, but we have a slight little age gap here. The female lead is actually older, just a little bit older than him. So it's a nice little difference than the usual thing. And she is the outgoing, extroverted, you know, fun girl, and he is the quiet gamer guy who, you know, appears aloof and doesn't care, but of course, in these kinds of things, he actually really does. And they develop this relationship, and they, you know, fall in love, and it's so beautiful to see. It is a bit of a slow burn, but it's so rewarding to see everyone come out of their shells in different ways and learn, you know, about acceptance and love, and just how important it is to, you know, trust someone. And so that is volume 1 there. And then after buying that, of course, to continue the story, I ended up with the next 4 volumes, or next 3 volumes. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have that here. Here's volume 2. And then volume 3. Yeah, so the story is really romantic and sweet. And I love that. So here's number 4. So yeah, highly recommend this one. For sure. Very good story. Okay, so that is everything in this manga haul here, this pile. What did you think? Did you see something that you love? Something that was new to you? I'm always looking forward to your comments. So yeah, definitely, you know, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, want to see more, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your recommendations for manga. Even if it's like, you know, out of this world compared to like what I'm reading. Like, I just love to read all different kinds of genres, whether, you know, it's wacky and weird or romantic or fantasy. Like, I just love, you know, a good story. So let me know if you think I would enjoy a series that you don't see or haven't seen yet in my videos, or remind me to like pick up a manga series that maybe you saw in a prior manga haul that I yeah, hadn't got to for a while. But yeah, let me know. What are your thoughts? What do you recommend? What intrigued you the most in this pile here, what excited you. And yeah, let me know, because I am always so excited to read your comments. It makes me so happy. Yeah, to know that you guys are out there and you guys are enjoying this content. It means the world to me. And so yeah, thank you so much again. I do manga hauls like this and anime figure unboxings and travel vlogs, manga shopping videos. Recently, I did a room tour video of this whole area with my editing desk and hobbies, manga, anime figures in the room here. And yeah, that was a really fun video to do. I went recently to San Francisco, Japantown, for my birthday, spent 2 days there with my dog Luna and my family, and we just explored the area, stayed at a hotel there, and it was just a really fun time. So yeah, I do videos like that as well, traveling San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Jose, Disneyland, Japan for sure, Japan videos and beyond. Definitely in the future, you'll see more, you know, different country videos as well. So I just love to have fun here. Hope you do too, and hope you stick around. Definitely like this video and subscribe for more. So yeah, I will see you in the next one, and thank you for watching. Bye!